How old were you when you found out that Bebe and Cece weren't married? I think I was like 9 when I found out. And I think my response was like, you serious? Cause like they make songs that you'd be like thinking, nah, yeah. I'm just saying what everybody else was probably thinking growing up, because we've had conversations like that where you just knew for sure Bebe and Cece was married because they making all these love songs about God. It was just weird. Like, it was weird for a little bit there. Then you find out Cece got a whole husband, Bebe got a whole wife. Hey, yo, you like music? I don't even know why I asked that. Of course you do. That's why you here. Let me talk to you about this fire album real quick. Come on, kick it with Kyle. Music Mondays with your boy Kyle. We're talking Christmas albums all this month. And today we're going to add to that and we're going to talk about another dope Christmas album that literally I can't go to Christmas without playing. Like all of these albums that we're talking about are played on every single year during Christmas time for me since I was a little kid. Bebe and Cece First Christmas. This album, Bebe and Cece First Christmas, is Bebe and Cece's Christmas album. Now listen, Bebe and Cece, they some legends. Like they are legendary. They were making songs back in the 90s that had everybody rocking. Like everybody like Bebe and Cece. You like everybody know a Bebe and Cece song because that's how fire their music was. And Bebe and Cece got a song with MC Hammer when MC Hammer was at his prime, y'all. They got a song with Whitney, like, you know what I'm saying, Cece and Whitney were super cool. They got a song with Whitney. They got Cece got a few songs with Whitney, but like they got a song on the album with Whitney. Like they Bebe and Cece were like, in my eyes, untouchable. Like on when they had their run. It was put out in 1993. I was 6 years old when this album came out. 6 years old when this album came out. And I remember the album because we had a tape. We had a tape of it. And our tape player, it wasn't the one that played both sides. It was the one tape player that you had to, like when the tape was over, it just stopped. And you had to hit the stop button, or it'll do it for you. And then you hit the eject button, because the stop and the eject button weren't the same button. You hit the eject button, flip the tape over, put it back in, press play. That's what we had, and that's what we listened to this album on. So it is a staple for me. I've listened to this album since I was 6 years old, and I am now 33 years old. This album has grown with me. All the albums that we've talked about in Music Mondays have grown with me. So I want to give you my top 5 songs from this album. I want to start at 5 and work my way down to my number 1 all-time favorite song off this album. Before we do, check this album out wherever you stream your music from, wherever you get your music from. Go check out Bebe and Cece First Christmas. I'm a fan of short albums. It's 12 songs, and I'm gonna give you my number five song on this album. Ooh Child. That's my number 5. This song, Ooh Child, is dope, man. I think their mom is on the song, and it's just so smooth. Ooh Child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh Child, it's gonna get brighter. Bebe and Cece, they already are known for making super smooth music, but this song is a smooth one, and it's super hopeful. The regular song is super hopeful, and their version just gives you a little bit more added hope. So that's my number 5 song on this album. My number 4 song on this album is number 10 on the album, which is Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Again, man, we talking about Bebe and Cece, so we're talking smooth songs. They got this beat that's still groovy, and then Cece is like, let's dance. And they say something in some language that I don't know. My number 3 is I Love You, and it is number 5 on the album. But it's I Love You. It's a solo Bebe song, and if you're familiar with Bebe and Cece, you know on every album Cece does her own songs, Bebe does his own songs, and then they have the majority of the songs of them together, but they do have these solo songs. And this is one of them joints that Bebe does by himself that I think is really, really great. I'm not sure exactly why I started liking this song, but I think it was just like, his voice is so smooth, man. I think he's talking to like one of his kids on the song, telling him how much he loves them, but he's like, yo, God loves you so much more. It's just a really, really good song. I don't really have nothing else for you on that. My number two favorite song on this album is actually number one off the album. It's what you start off with, Jingle Bells. That is a great, and I'm gonna say this word again, super smooth rendition of the song, because Bebe and Cece, they're gonna be smooth in everything that they do. My number one favorite on this album, my top favorite song from this album is actually number 6 on the album, but it's my number one, Silent Night, Holy Night, Silent Night. And let me just give you just a breakdown on why I like this song the best. The reason I like this song the most is because my mom has a tape, and when I say tape, I don't mean cassette tape, I mean a VHS tape, where she taped Oprah Winfrey's show one Christmas, and they had the Winans family, like the entire family. It's a lot of them. The entire Winans family on the show, and at the end of the show, they sang Silent Night together. I was always under the impression that Silent Night was like the Winans family song, but it ended up on this particular CD. I want to say that I saw that probably 2 years prior, maybe 1 year prior to this album coming out. So I thought like it was a song that like they did at their house, and it never was gonna come out. So when I heard the version of it on this album, I was hyped because I love the album, the version that they sang. I think you can find it on YouTube, the Winans family on Oprah Winfrey. It just kind of passed the mic around, and it was the first time where I was like, yo, I've never seen a whole entire family where like everybody and their mama, no pun intended, because their mama can sing, everybody and their mama in this family can sing. Angie, Debbie, Marvin, Carvin, Michael, Ronald, Bebe, Cece, they mama, they daddy, like everybody in this freaking family can sing, and they were all singing this song, and it just reminds me of childhood, I guess. It takes me back every time I hear that song. It takes me back to that kid who just loved music, who could just sit in front of the radio for hours listening to this type of stuff. And it also takes me back to the feeling I had when I was like, dang, man, like people's whole family can sing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just one or two, like it's their whole family. Sheesh, man. If you have not heard this album, Bebe and Cece First Christmas, right there. I got it right this time. Wherever you get your music from, make sure you grab a copy or you stream a copy of this album, because it's fire. And I guarantee you it's going to make your holidays a whole lot better. It's your boy Kyle. This Music Mondays. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next week for another Music Mondays.